that's got shell hair, them that's not sheltered. So the Bible says, and it still didn't news. Mama may have, Papa may have, but God bless the child that's got his own. That's got his own. That's got a child. Then let's got a child. Let's not home.
Yo, what is up? What is good, people? Happy Saturday. And for the most part, happy G.I. Joe Day. Crept up on us this year. I don't know if they have the same day or whatnot, but I didn't think we'd get anything on the first day. I think a couple of years ago it was Valentine's Day, because I remember doing an episode, and it was like Valentine. I made that off of my love for G.I. Joe. So definitely got a few things, man. We definitely gonna talk about. Jamie Lynn, what's good with you? Ken Shelton, what's good with you, fam? Yo, Legend Series, man. I finally got my shit together, man. I feel like Seth Gecko. Is my shit together? Is my shit together now? You know what I'm saying? But man, it was a fucking webcam, which was nothing crazy. But I was like, let me just go and order up one. But yeah, man, I've had all this shit set up since October, so it's definitely a lot easier using it this way. I'll tell you that. Infinity Toys, what's up? What you found? Good review, man. Too good review that checked you out, man. Keep pounding, keep putting in that work, fam. But yeah, man. So we got the new format here, and I'll be trying out some few things. Got a few clips I'll play with, and just kind of mess around with, man. But yeah, your boy finally got a webcam. Let me see here. Nicholas, what's going on with you, fam? Thank you. Appreciate it, man. Like I said, man, we got some stuff to talk about today. We're gonna talk about the reveals for G.I. Joe. We're gonna talk about the sewer layer that Ramen Toys put out, and then I think Gridiron put out pretty much their Striker yesterday, which I'll go ahead and say it looks better than the Hasbro one, but it definitely costs a lot more. I ain't gonna say Gridiron, you get this shit together. They're a small independent company, I guess they need to get their rocks off or whatnot. But let me see if I can I want to see you guys here. Okay. I just pulled my screen up. So I guess only way I can look at the chat is if I got the screen pulled down. Jamie Lynn says Beavis and Butthead is cool, but gotta maybe get some Joe images in the background. Yeah, I actually got a few Joe clips. I just got to find the right ones, to be honest with you, Jamie Lynn. But yeah, I do. You want to see some Yo Joe shit? Matter of fact, let's give it up for G.I. Joe. Let's get a Yo Joe. Yo Joe. And can we get a Cobra too? Cobra! All right. Is that good for G.I. Joe Day? So I'm gonna be playing around with some shit, man, and I got my shit loaded up. I got a full clip loaded up. I just gotta know how to use that shit, man. But I'll get some more shit, man. I use a lot of shit from this app that I use. Was actually like where I get shit for free. So I just gotta see what else I could pull up. Hustle, what's good with you? Yes. Woo! Yes, sir. Like I said, we'll get into it. We'll get into it, man, because I got the shit pulled up. So got some new features, man. So instead of us just talking about toys and imagining what they look like, I can actually pull some shit up from you guys now, and we can actually go through it, together, and I can share it on screen, man. So what a day! What better day you know, to have this format, man, than GI Joe Day. But I will say this: everything that came out today, it's fucking stellar. To be quite honest with you, only thing I would say is okay is the R Striker, but it looks good though. It looks good. I would, like I said, the Gridiron one looks better. But I do like the R Striker with the third seat, and it's got a gunner seat. You know what I'm saying, when you can sit up in there. I guess I just don't like the small wheels. I don't know. There's something about it. It almost kind of looks like a glorified go-kart in a certain sense, man. But like I said, we'll go through it and we'll check it out. The Snake Armor Bobby World looks great. And I'm not a huge fan of the Snake Armor. I always was like, all right, okay, that shit is okay. But the way they did it is kind of more like a mech. Well, it is a mech suit, but I don't know. For some odd reason, it just never appealed to me, to be quite honest with you. I don't know. It kind of looks like, I like the way they jazz it. It looks like some RoboCop shit now. I seen somebody put that something like that up on Facebook. If you'll be able to fit a figure in the chest, I'm thinking you should be able to. It will be a huge letdown if it didn't. To be quite honest with you, man. I mean, this is classified. I mean, let's take it to the next level. I'm almost thinking a figure would fit in there. But like I said, the only thing we seen today was digital renders. I'm pretty sure maybe some type of live stream will be coming up, and they'll show us pretty much what's really the get down on this whole ordeal, man. So I guess what? So we got enough little people in here to go ahead and start talking about this, man. So what y'all want to see first, man? Y'all want to talk about the sewer layer first from Ramen? We can go through that real quick. Y'all want to talk about the gridiron shit first? Or what y'all want to do? Y'all want to go straight into the G.I. Joe shit? Y'all want to get straight down to the fucking gusto? Let me see. Ramen? Okay, Hustle. We'll talk about the ramen shit. Let's pull that up right quick. They give this thing some funny fucking names. I'll tell you that. All right, so we got the ramen shit pulled up here. Let me make my screen a little bit bigger. All right, so pretty much got the ramen joint here, and I think just starting off, I think it's a good price for $250. It doesn't look that big like up here, but the shit they said it's 48 inches long. That's fucking 4 feet, man. That's like humongous. And just like the diorama builder in me was like, well, I know I'm definitely gonna order it by the end of the month. But I was like, do I want another piece here to add on? But I look, if I can't get it done with 4 feet, then I don't need to get it done at all. Anything else I need to do to make an extra feature, like I still have my huge corrugated pipe that I used last year just to make my own sewer scene. So I could add stuff like that and just the extra little tidbits that I do myself. I definitely, for the $250 for the whole package, I definitely could get it done with just that, man. Because I mean, I ain't gonna lie, I'm coming across a time now where space is getting scarce. I mean, I really have to pick and choose my battles on what I get, but this is definitely worth it. This definitely, I don't even like to get on a tip like that to put NECA to shame just for one room for like $300 something, but Ramen and CT Toys is hustling on a lot of niggas' blocks, and they taking a lot of people fucking money. I'm just telling you, yo, they dimes is way bigger. Now, as a matter of fact, let me pull this back down too. I'm trying to figure out how I see y'all in the chat. Yeah, that the set is fire. $75 per piece, so I think it's a fair price. I just don't have nowhere to put it, and I think that's going to be an issue with a lot of people here, man. And let me do something right quick because we got Beavis and Butt. Let's take it to the couch. Let's take it to the couch with Beavis and Butthead. So they.
And I'm Beavis. Well,
I'm sorry about that. Let's take it to the couch with them so y'all don't get distracted by the background there. So yeah, keep it simple here. But let me pull this back up on the large screen. But yeah, so 159 for I guess the larger part and the street top, which is cool. $99 for just another, I guess both areas put together, and then you can pay $90 just for the street top. I mean, for people who don't have a lot of room, this one on the far right here, the street section for $90, that's cool for people who don't have a lot of room, but they want some type of street scene, like for a diorama, you know, just to mess around with. And then also the other one, and now the other one here at the bottom, that's $100. If that is both areas, I believe, put together, I'm trying to figure out which one it is. 159. I can't really tell. I see it has the side for the extra piece, the one that's second from the right, but I don't know if that's both areas put together at the bottom, or is that just one section. But we were still talking about 24 inches to 48 inches. Like I said, it's $100, so I'm guessing it's just one side of the section. So I'm guessing that's a 24-inch section there, and I think it goes back 16 inches deep. You still looking at a big piece there, man. That's huge. Then 159 for the street top, and then just one section. But I think you're gonna get the most bang for your buck with the 250. You talking about 4 feet, 16 inches deep, and then 24 inches tall. I believe they said on that, man. So it's definitely fire. It's definitely worth it. And then the one cool thing about it is ABS plastic. It's not styrofoam. It's not something like like all my pieces that I got, which I paid a lot of money for about 4 years ago from High School Creations. All them shits is styrofoam, and I have to be careful on how I treat them. But this right here is plastic for $250. Is definitely good to go, man. Hustle says Super M.U.S.K at $250, the better value compared to the rest of the selection. Yes, it is. Your mother's lover says, I'm glad I waited a few days for it to drop the $250. He says, I wanted the NECA street scene, but I nearly choked on my food when I saw the price tag. The NECA street scene, I don't like that. I think it's like $100. And that's kind of like everybody's like go-to. But I really don't. I really never felt that thing. I don't think it looks real, to be quite honest with you. Something like this, you could really get busy. You can really get busy with something like this, man. I never like. I guess you're talking about the NECA Ninja Turtles one. I just can't. I can't get jiggy with that shit. Says I couldn't find that MSRP. Man, to be honest with you, man, I thought I seen it pop up on Big Bad Toy Store, but this was about 2 weeks ago. It might have got gone by then, but it pops up. It popped up so many times I could have easily got one within this past year, man. So I'll keep your eyes out for. A lot of people like it, but I just never really felt it like that, man. And that's what NECA was bolstering about this Donatello's layer, this one they got for $300, saying that you can you can put that street scene on top of that, man. But this right here, what you getting for ramen for $250, man, don't even waste your time, man. I will fuck with this ramen, be quite honest with you, because then they're also talking about adding some extra things, like they have a telephone booth, and they also have a street lamp that's going to come with it, and a fire hydrant, which is nothing crazy, but it's always good to throw in stuff, especially the telephone booth. I think the telephone booth and the street lamp, which actually has a light that you can turn on, I think that's very useful, and I think it's going to get funded. I don't know if you have to get it by a certain time to get that included in, but it'd definitely be cool if you can definitely get that in, man. But they sure know how to pick their name, Super M.U.S.K. They want that shit to be definitely way something different than than the name that it's actually supposed to be. But I don't know. I'd be so scared with ramen, man. I'd be like, anything I really okay, Jamie Lynn, you said it's on BBTS right now for 114. I thought it was. Hustle says NECA finally releasing Vampire Shredder for TMT Monster line missing. I copped a few of those monsters. I got the Raphael, Frankenstein, and I grabbed Michelangelo the Mummy. And I think that's about as far as I'm gonna go with that one. JMC, what's good with you, family? It says, "Oh, I see. I was looking at the one with the graffiti. They wanted like 2,000 on eBay, man. Hey, man, eBay be tripping, man. I mean, you could sometimes find some deals on there, but eBay is you go for some real exotic pieces." Or maybe he meant 200, not 2,000. I'm like, damn, that's crazy. Alpha Proto, appreciate that, family. As a matter of fact, I tell you what. Let's get a Yo-Joe for that. Yo-Joe! Y'all got to forgive me, man. I'm be fucking around with these shits for the rest of the fucking night, man. Just trying to get it together.
Are you not entertained? Are you not entertained?
Oh, okay. So it's an acronym, Jamie Lynn. I didn't know that. It's the M.U.S.K Modular Underground Sewer Command. That's great. That is actually great. Hustle says eBay equals scam bay. I feel you on that one, man. Like I said, you can find some good deals on there. But as far as trying to get some shit that's hot when really you can kind of just wait, you got some people on there damn sure running their hustle, and hey man, more power to them. But man, once you get kind of seasoned in this shit, man, you know when to wait, you know when to grab. Like when I grabbed my my Snake Eyes, my OG Snake Eyes, retro card Snake Eyes. I think Snow Toy Man had them on there for like $50. And I'm glad I did, man, because that shit just not coming back around. It might, but and if it do, it'll probably have the hard card back on there. But just the crazy collector in me, especially my minimum card one, I want the flimsy card back one because, yo, Gonzo, what's good with you? Because that's just what you go for. You know what I'm saying? Like when you collect shit, do you have blue-eyed fucking what's my man name with the mask and shit on? Beachhead, just shit like that, man. So yeah, let me see if there's anything else to talk about this thing. But nah, man, it looks awesome. And this is something I'm definitely gonna grab. I'm gonna go for the gusto and get the $250 one. It's due out at the end of the year, so definitely give you enough time. If you order off Ramen, they have a PayPal option where you can do pay in for with this. I love companies that do that. You know what I'm saying? Because it's almost like no sweat off my back when I go to pay for it. And sometimes if you get a good deal, shit, they'll have a 10-month payoff where that's really no sweat off your back. That's what I did with that Vanguard. Like I forgot I even, was even paying for that shit. You know what I'm saying? So, it's a good thing. But M.U.S.K, and Jamie Lynn had to correct me. Modular Underground Sewer Command. All right. M.U.S.K. But it looks good. Looks good, man. So I'll tell you what. Yes, Christopher Voss says, I want this, but the measurements just don't work for my bookcases on them or on top. It's crazy that NECA's overpriced ones fit and Ramen's far better ones just don't. Yeah, because they just really giving you your whole meal. You know what I'm saying? Like it's 4 feet long, I think 16 inches deep, and 24 inches tall. You need to sit that shit on the table, basically. Like how I do my diorama display. That's the only way you're gonna fucking fit that shit on, man. And be honest with you, they do have the pieces that break down, but they're still big too. But to get that big 4-foot piece, that's really for like people who like shooting photos, really working with they shit like that. You know what I'm saying? But it's cool though. Like I said, man, ramen, man, they really hustling out here, man. Especially how they came to Joe Fest too, all the way from fucking China, all the way to little Augusta, Georgia. That's guys out there grinding and hustling and getting on them corners. You know what I'm saying? With no page and nothing. They just out there. You know what I'm saying? So they definitely doing. I like the way they break it down, and they all for the customer, man. At first, I didn't trust ramen, especially when them cars wasn't first showing up, man. You know, I'm not gonna toss my money at anybody because that whole Engines and Vengeance thing was going on, and then here they come, which was great. They knew how to hustle. Like, hey, you see what's going on here? Let's go get this money. But when they showed up to Joe Fest, I seen their products. Their cars started getting delivered. I was like, hey, look, I can rock with these guys. And I think the vans are actually starting to be shipped out. Now, I didn't order my ramen van, my Punisher van, through ramen. I went from BBTS, but that'll probably take a couple of months later. But the vans, if you actually ordered through their site, is starting to get shipped out. Yeah, Alpha Proto, you're correct. You can get it in smaller sections. Yeah, guys, I definitely feel you, man. If you got, like I said, if anybody got room for it, I definitely pick and choose my battles now on what I'm getting, especially going into the future, especially even with HasLabs. Not because I'm against HasLab or anything, but I'm definitely picking and choosing my battles on what I'm pulling in, and just like if they come out with the whale, which I know is going to be huge this year. That might be my last G.I. Joe HasLab. I don't want a Sky Strike or anything like that. That might be where I call it. You know what I'm saying? Because I got enough vehicles to make a G.I. Joe world, and especially with the vehicles I have here that I customize. I mean, you know, I'm almost have to call it a wrap. Yeah, Christopher, man, if you're trying to put that in a bookcase, that's none of this really is kind of like bookcase material. You actually kind of need a sectioned off or a table you could set it on and take pictures in it, especially if you're using it for display. I can even see if you were, you know, breaking it down and you know, and putting it back up because you just broke it out for some photos. But if you're just strictly using this for display, and you're trying to put other stuff up around it, it's a space eater. It's definitely going to be a space eater. It's a whole living section, like, you know what I'm saying? It's a world. It's a piece of a world building thing, man. You know what I'm saying? This thing is huge, man. To be quite honest with you, the pictures you don't really see it, but yeah, like look at this right here. Where I'm pointing at, where this guy's head is at. His arms are gonna be like extended all the way out just to hold this thing up. I just kind of seen those shadows behind it. And then look at right here, the second to the right, with this guy just holding it. His arms is kind of in a little bit. You see the little elbows down here where he's holding it up. And then the smaller section, okay, that's about the width of his chest. The far right, the smaller, just the street section, that's the width of his chest, basically. You know, so, and then this other one, you can fit two people behind that. This one to the far left. Yeah, so this thing is definitely eating up some space, man. I can't believe I just noticed that shadow behind it. So they gave you a scale on what it pretty much looks. Yes, Jamie Lynn. Jamie Lynn says, for anyone who doesn't know, High School Creations Wall XD is another quality option if you want a smaller sections of an urban dio. I didn't really have the bread to throw in on that, but I wouldn't mind getting a few of those just to kind of do some obscure things with them. Those are Skew Raiders. What's going on with you, fam? That's I appreciate them pictures you send. I always appreciate when you send me over stuff from Instagram. I think I'm actually probably using one of your joints tonight, the big block joint. But I'm not too sure. Hey, Skew, always a pleasure, family. That's my Laos crew. You know what I'm saying? I gotta holler at Laos too. I ain't been over on his joint in a minute, man. But the Wall XD is like for some more obscure shots, some corner shots. and things like that. And I actually got a chance to meet Michael just on some humbug shit. I was at another person's booth at GIJOE Fest, and he was like, "Oh, you do Sith? You should meet another guy named Michael." And I turned around, and it was Michael from High School Creations, man. So pretty cool guy. He was there with his family doing his thing, man. Doing his thing. I hope I get to see him again this year at GIJOE Fest. But looks like we talked enough about the Super M.U.S.K here. I'm gonna go ahead and let me stop this screen, and let's get into let's jump over. Let's say the GI Joe stuff last. Let's jump over to the to gridirons. Let's talk about gridirons. R Striker. I forgot the name. What's the name of, like, the Rhino or some shit? The Hound. There we go. So we got gridirons joint right here. Let me scroll down a little bit, see if the other pictures are up there. I might have to tap in, but we'll talk about it from this angle right here, right quick. Christopher says, Alpha Proto, my understanding is that the NECAs are 15 inches deep, 12 tall, 25 wide. Okay. Paul, you still smoking and loking, fam? With glass. Yes, sir. Hustle, you right. You right. You right. You definitely got to say the last, because there's quite a bit of figures thrown up there, man. Hey, Paul, I got one for you too, fam. Paul, every time he hit me, he always say he smoking and loking.
Some of that real sticky, icky. Sitting for the gangsters all across the world.
Paul, always a pleasure, fam. Yes, Hustle, you right, man. Lyles is a good dude, man. That's a good brother, man. That's definitely a good brother, man. Paul, I know you would like that. Snoop, my nigga. I love my motherfucking Snoop. But let's talk about the Hound here. Now, just out the gate, like, I like this. It's intimidating. I got an R Striker here. I got a 3 3/4 R Striker I never put together from the Walmart retro line, the 4-inch line. That came out about 4 or 5 years ago, and I need to go ahead and finally put that together. But I just don't like how the wheels are smaller in the front of the classified R Striker, and it looks good. I'm not knocking it, but I like the way this looks right here, like those big 4 knobby tires, nice, just gun on the top. You know what I'm saying? And it just looks really really good. It's $200 though. So it's definitely gridiron at its finest. But it looks really good. It looks better than the classified off-road vehicle, man. Oh, Paul, you from the West Coast too? Yeah. No doubt. I lived out west too for a little bit, man. I not California though, but I was out in Colorado, man. Pretty much Colorado on over. That's when the West to me really begins. Christopher says, I am too from the land of no ollies to save money on action figures. I will say this, y'all guys, Ross and the other stores, man, y'all be having better selection of figures. Y'all be getting some shit we don't get here on the East Coast. Hustle says, but the almost $200 price point sucks, not to mention the 40-day wait. Other than that, it's beautiful. It is a beautiful, man. Yeah, 200 though. I probably have to wait for that. They have like a sale, and it has to be like 120. 120 still pushing it though. It says got 2 guns and a rocket launcher. It's got to be pricey. I don't know. I mean, that R Striker comes with quite a bit of shit too. I'm thinking that R Striker might be $100. I thought that would be cheaper, but I think it's gonna be at 100. Bobby, I really do like the fact there are options out there too. I really do, man. I think that is so dope. I think that is from 3 years ago to where, you know, I think there was so much dibs in on that Engines of Vengeance because I was looking at like shit. I want to put Outback in that Engines of Vengeance. You know what I'm saying? But now I have the ramen toy because it's really not like I care so much about the Engines of Vengeance. I'm a old school car guy. You know what I'm saying? So I'm looking at it for the Mopar part about it. You know what I'm saying? The Dodge part about it. You know what I'm saying? You know, what is it supposed to be? It's supposed to be a fucking I don't know why I can't think of a Charger. You know what I'm saying? Or a Super B or some shit like that, man. But now we have the point to like I don't know if I can handle any more 112 scale vehicles. Paul says I'm in Vancouver, so I know y'all definitely got that icky up there. West, y'all. Oh, we put it in the air. Says good look on with the trade war, Paul, but hey, Toy Hacks is Canadian. Yeah, shit, Paul. I mean, shit. I guess Gridiron's up there, man. That shit probably like $400 or some crazy shit. Yeah, $200 and no figure. Like, I don't know, man. I just don't know. I know like they doing it with all these joints and it's a little slower process. Not like they got a factory, but damn, man. You said there's Jamie Lynn says there's another company making a vehicle based on the Chinoth Desert attack vehicle. I think it's Fans Toys, the same guys that are doing the Air Eagle. I heard something about that. Somebody put me on that yesterday. I think my man Chris. And I that Air Eagle looks good. That's just never was one of my favorite GI Joe vehicles, to be quite honest with you. That's the only reason I didn't even get that. I didn't even know it was coming out, to be quite honest with you. But it's still one. Like I'm getting to the point now with GI Joe. I'm choosy with this shit. You know what I'm saying? Like Dragonfly, of course. Rattler, of course. Like if I had a choice between a Sky Striker and a Rattler, I'm choosing the Rattler all day. You know what I'm saying? Cobra Hiss or G.I. Joe Mobat, Cobra Hiss all day, which once again, Ramen Toys with their tank, the Hunter, I mean, there's no need for me to get a Mobat. I'm good. I wish I got a Hunter ordered. You know what I'm saying? So options upon options. Like I said, when I did my videos last year, vehicles on vehicles on vehicles. You know what I'm saying? Like I wasn't bullshitting about this shit. Then plus with the custom vehicles that we've came across, and, we do it ourselves. I mean, I'm overjoyed. It says Hustle says y'all see how the Broly Pandemonium got SH Fig Arts missing out on money like 4 different third-party companies beat them to their re-release. Yeah. And I'm not really even buying the SH Figure Arts Dragon Ball line anymore like that, man. But I've been seeing that, to be quite honest with you. Let me go in so we can look at some more pictures of this. But yeah, man, these are third-party companies, man, and these they getting the job done. I want to go to this picture right here. I think this is a dope picture right here. Let me go back. But this is dope right here. Like you got rock and roll in the back, and see, this is the part I like about it. I like this back gunner seat. And then the All Striker has a cool third gunner seat where he sits up higher. I think that's dope. But I just like the way this looks. This has like a more a menacing look to it, and they did it right. Look, they starting to pose up like how my man and them be posing up on Hasbro joint. They make you want to buy the shit. But you see here, the pipes look good. I mean, it looks good. It looks good from the back. The tires, you know what I'm saying? Rock and roll looks good in there. Got a nice little gun in the back. All of this shit up top, man. It's just, it's dope. It's dope. I'm not even gonna lie. It looks better. Paul says Operation Monster Force is the most expensive for a line that I can get into, and I'm picking and choosing with them. They're great. I really like them. But I'm not getting all of their shit. I do have quite a bit coming, and I might be good for a while with them. But a lot of those guys with the Bukovas on, I got a lot of those coming, maybe like 10 or 12, not something crazy. Model Misfit, what's going on with you? I mean, Loki, what's going on with you, fam? I seen that shit you said too. You like, you can call me Loki, man. We're friends. But man, sometimes I can't help but calling out people's names, channel names. But what's going on with you, family? Definitely got to salute you, bro. And I hope you go to Joe Fest this year, man. I'm definitely gonna pay you back. You feel me? Definitely do something special for you for that lookout last
Sitting
year.
for the gangsters all across the world.
Yeah, he said laugh my ass. Yeah, on I forgot. I think it was on Same Time Joint. Aaron, what's good with you, family? Aaron, what is good, brother? Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yeah, the new joints they just dropped today, man. It's just awesome, man. The night person says Halloween episode the table with Monster Force figures. No doubt, man. If I got time this year, hopefully, man. This year started off good. And one of my biggest things is you start good, you finish good. And this year starting off good, man. So hopefully I have everything, man, to where like I've been busting my ass for the past 3 or 4 years, man, getting my company jumped off, man. And it's finally looks like it's supposed to go the direction I needed to go. Man. So hopefully, man, I'll be on some command shit and not have my ass all out in the fucking field all the damn time. So we'll see what's up, man. But I'll have time to do it because I want to do a Halloween episode this year at the table. But I just didn't have the time. Let's go to another picture of this hound here. Let's check it from another angle from the front. See what we got. Matter of fact, let's do let's take a look at it this way here. Yeah, that looks sick. Okay, that's the original picture we looked at. My bad. Maybe we'll try a side angle. Yeah, this the one I really like here. This is like I'm about to drive down this hill and shoot the shit out of everybody down there. You know what I'm saying? I'm definitely feeling this. I gotta read this right quick. It says everyone loves your channel, Savage. Man, hey man, I appreciate that, man. I appreciate everybody who fought with me, man. I really do this out for the love of it, man. You know what I'm saying? I really do. I don't even get paid to do this shit, man. But I love it. And say till you pick on Bobby, laughing my ass off, Aaron. Aaron says, I know the gridiron tires I bought for the Stinger are solid. Yeah, I mean, I don't know if you mean solid like as look good or solid like rubber, but they are solid. They are hard. I think that's the only thing I really don't like about their tires, but their tires do look good. But I do like rubber tires. I just love the feel of that. Jamie Lynn says, speaking of the table, I really like what you've been doing by incorporating more storytelling and adding the play action stop motion. Good stuff. Yo, appreciate that, man. Appreciate that, man. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I'm just trying to get my chops up, man, for when I'm ready to finally go into doing a stop motion show, man. So you'll probably see that more of that action on the table, like getting better at stop motion. Like I'm doing that shit like on some fucking caveman stop motion shit too, like using blurs, like using transitions. Like I don't even have a stop motion fucking app or anything like that. So wait till I get a stop motion app and get it more fluid and flowing and things of that nature, man. So practice makes perfect, man. My drive and determination to do shit, man, is at is one of the best. And that's what I want to do. So that's what I'm gonna keep working towards. Hey, yo, and Aaron, man, you need to come on the show. Now that I got this format here with the StreamYard, now I can interview some people like well, my boy at Swift Shot ain't here tonight. Swift Shot, Aaron, you need to come on, man. Let's talk about all this beef. Because I seen this shit earlier today too. And man, but you know, Aaron, I told you behind the scenes, man, I don't give a fuck about none of that shit. I don't feel no a way either or about all that shit. Which you mean, you can do whatever you want to do. You know what I'm saying? I don't fucking care, man. You know, I met you in real life, so you know you've you always good with me. You know what I'm saying? So that far as the shit that, and hey man, Aaron, and you know me, and be honest with you, I'll be 100% honest with you. 75% that shit you be throwing at them, it's true. 25% that shit you be reaching sometimes, but I will say that, man, you do hit on a lot of true shit on that, man. Be honest with you, but man, let's come on. Let's set something up, man. You come on, man, and I talk with you one night, man. Let me get my interview on. Model Misfit says everything I got from Gridiron is good stuff. I've only gotten a few things, but it's nice. I'm getting a massive vehicle soon. Dude, that knife whip vehicle Don Man showed off is pretty huge. I have to see what that is. Paul says, shout out to Trixie, Teresa, and Dana. No doubt. The Gucci girls. No doubt, man. And like I say, man, practice makes perfect, man. Because just me and myself, I know I can give something even better than what I threw up there. You know what I'm saying? But I'm doing that shit on limited time. And, you know, blase. Like, if I had a whole, like, that was my fucking career. Like, all the shit I'm talking about will be up and moving already. You know what I'm saying? And performing at a high fucking level. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, a lot of my shit I'm doing on spare time and bits and pieces. You know what I'm saying? So, I'm glad you guys appreciate that shit, man. Gridiron guns are beautiful, man. Like I said, I fuck with the Valorverse. That's good enough for me. As far as on the gun game, I know Top Fun, his guns are really good and shit like that. I have, but you know, just they can get expensive, man. You know, paying for one single gun $10, $12 and shit like that. I just can't do it. But yeah, man. As far as this hound, like y'all see the price up there, $200 fucking dollars, man. Shipping what we looking at, $20 for that? You know, I don't think they do free shipping. So I guess you get everything. I guess this with this is, but you know how Gridiron do. Maybe they'll in the future they'll start busting it down. But when you see everything on it like this, you want all of this shit. You know what I'm saying? So I guess they're giving you everything. Like, here, this is everything. There's no extra add-on pieces. Because when I was buying those kits, for my for my GI Joe truck, and you know, in the Stinger and shit, I didn't know. You know what I'm saying? I had to keep buying pieces. Then I need like one little small piece that cost $6 to add on this other piece. That's fucking annoying. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not really trying to do all that. So I guess they're giving you all at once. And like I say, they do. I wouldn't say hand make these things, but when you kind of 3D printing, it's kind of almost in a sense like that, man. So, you know, more power to them, man. I would never knock anybody hustle on what the fuck they trying to do. Just say if I came across a large influx of money or something like that, you know what I'm saying? Maybe I would give it a try, but it's still a little bit overpriced for me with that $200, you know what I'm saying? But it's a custom piece in a sense, so you know it's cool though. But it looks better than the Yard Striker. That's the only part that sucks about it, really. Just think Gridiron will sell a kit for a striker. I'm almost certain they will. Hustle says, I respect you falling through. I remember when you first mentioned stop motion. Glad to see the evolution of the content, fam. Yeah, man. Be honest with you, that's when I first came on YouTube, man. That's really what I wanted to do. I never really wanted to do like action figure reviews, which I never really necessarily consider myself doing action figure reviews. I don't go through everything, you know, with these action figures, man. Model Misfit says, Savage, check out Invincible Toys Night Wolf. I'm gonna definitely have to check that out because that's not the Air Eagle. That sounds like something different. But getting back to you, Benji, yeah, man. I think Gridiron, they gonna try to hit it from both ends. We'll give you something for the R Striker, and then plus we got our own shit too, which they been showed this off. Now that I think about it, I think they showed a peek of this like 4 or 5 months ago or some shit. So I mean, and maybe Gridiron can get to one day where they can mass produce, and make their things cheaper, like Ramen Toys. You know what I'm saying? Like Ramen Toys, I guess, has the ability, and then plus Ramen Toys is in fucking China. Them motherfuckers can make a Bentley for you if you send them some pictures of it. You're like, hey, motherfucker, I want this. Can you make a knockoff Bentley? Sure, we can. Very nice. We make it very nice. So okay, all right. So I guess let me see if we got any more. Model Misfit says the base of the vehicle is filament printed. Also says a Bentley with Camry guts. That's a flea market Camry. Yeah, that's a flea market Bentley. Christopher, yes, Hasbro just did just announce a vehicle like this. I mean, I think Gridiron showed they shit yesterday, and Hasbro showed theirs today, man. Yeah, motherfuckers. Give you a Lexus and shit with Avalon guts, a Toyota Avalon guts, which is the same fucking car, but it got that Lexus outside with Avalon inside. Aaron says, I know I'm gonna end up getting one of each at least, man. Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't knock nobody for grabbing this joint. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, it's dope. It's fire. I like the way it looks. And for one, they kept all 4 tires big. Like I said, with Hasbro joint, man, you know what I'm saying? Like it just looks like a go-kart, man. I don't know what the fuck it is, man. Matter of fact, let's go ahead and pull it up. We'll take a look at it, because I believe I do have a picture of that. So let me see. Let me go through here. I might have to do an overlay with it. I should have fucking I should have cropped it, man, so I can make it a little bit bigger. Overlay. Yeah, here we go, right here. Yeah, I should have cropped this motherfucker. But man, we'll go ahead and run it up like that though. But yeah, man, you can, I mean, it looks straight, you know what I'm saying? It looks straight, but I don't know, man. Just after looking at that Gridiron one, I'm like, shit, that Gridiron one's way fucking better. But I do like Crankcase. Crankcase looks good. It looks like he comes with a helmet that like the Cobra Ferret driver, which that's pretty cool. I always thought that was a dope helmet. But of course it's for a guy, and of course it's in a different color scheme. Damn, I should have cropped this fucking picture. I might do it anyway. If it's good enough for you guys to see what's going on, man, then I ain't gonna fuck with it. It looks like he comes with a set of binoculars here, knife, gun, handkerchief. Looks like maybe an extra mask or something. Looks like the same bullshit ammo cans. He comes with that. I don't know why I'm running a fucking blank, but the other G.I. Joe truck did. And they also had, okay, I see the 2 rockets on each side. And it also has 2 rockets. I was like, where the fuck is the missiles? Why do they have, I don't see a rocket launcher, but he has 2 rockets on each side of the 50 here. Fuel can. But like I said, what I do like is this 3rd seat option. That makes it look goofy, almost like a go-kart Land Rover. You know what I'm saying? But I see why it's up like that. It's sitting high up, so the gunner could have somewhere to sit up and, mount his gun and shit. Yeah. Yeah, you're right, Aaron. It looks more aggressive. You know what I'm saying? It looks like this shit right here looks like these motherfuckers about to get shot up. You know what I'm saying? Like what also Gridiron has too, it has protection all the way around it. It looks like it has some type of some protection going around, man. But this right here looks like I wouldn't want to be sitting up in that high seat. You know what I'm saying? Even though I'm blasting too, but this shit flying back in, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, that would have been cool too, Gonzo, if they would have made it 10. They gave it a coffee cup. Let me see here. Yeah, Chris. So I'm thinking 200. Well, not we know Gridirons is 200, and I'm thinking this shouldn't be no more than $100. At the beginning of a couple of months ago, I thought it would be around the $75 range, but being that you get a figure with it, they gave it a third seat option. You know, I'm this is me being optimistic. I'm thinking $100. I would like it for it to be 75, but it definitely is probably gonna go in the $100 range. It can fit more people. God damn it! Why the hell I can't remember the vamp? It can fit more people than the vamp, being a smaller vehicle. So it's kind of almost still serving the same purpose, even though the vamp is bigger than this. Let me see if there was a coffee cup up there, man. Because Hustle said a coffee cup. They did give him a mug right here up under the helmet. But you get a lot of options with him. He gets a helmet, like a battle helmet. Then he gets like a go-kart, a motocross helmet, handkerchief. I don't know what this is. He also gets goggles. But I didn't even recognize a coffee cup. Oh man. Yeah, I'm thinking it's gonna be same price as the vamp. So it'll be faster than the Gridiron. Yeah. Joe brew coffee. And Finney said, like, you're going on a one-way mission. Motherfuckers ain't never coming back. Yeah, Aaron, I'm thinking it's gonna be the same price as the vamp. Gonzo, I would like it for it to be less, man. Yeah. Like I said, I think that's the only reason I'm thinking it's going to be up there, because you got that third seat option. Like I said, the vamp is a bigger truck, but it can only sit 2 people. I mean, of course, you can mount those guys on the back, but we talking about people sitting and being comfortable. Like, not a motherfucker ride on the back. We hit a wild bump, or the truck get up on 3 wheels. He's going fuck off. You know what I'm saying? So I want to be inside the vehicle. You know what I'm saying? So yeah. Nilo, happy GI Joe day, fam. Happy GI Joe day, man. Model Misfit says epic troll. Get a motherfucker a coffee cup. Can I get a General Hawk had to chime in on that one. Shit. Gonzo said he's gonna hit that combat roll if he flies. Oh yeah. And probably break his fucking shoulder. That's how I broke my damn shoulder, man. I was riding on the side of a motherfucker 4-wheeler, and he had beef with some, like, I don't know, this dude named Garrett, man. God bless the dead. I just found out my homie died a couple of months ago and had been dead for like 3 years. But I was riding on the fucking fender, man. And he just started. We jumped off the street and went onto a bumpy trail, and then my ass pop off, land directly on my damn shoulder. Yo, just snapped that motherfucker. I was like 14 years old. Christopher says, come to think of it, the gunner could be sniped from the sides of the back too, depending on how thick that chair is. Yeah. All the motherfuckers, that shit is open. That's a go-kart. You know what I'm saying? Motherfuckers riding in vamps, and You know, people flying out in dragonflies, and I gotta take the go-kart today. I'm like, oh shit, man, what the fuck? Yeah, what y'all just want me like deliver a message or something? Because I damn sure ain't trying to go fight nobody in this shit. Hustle, man, I'm almost positive, man, it's gonna be $100, man. But what I would probably keep my fingers crossed, man, if it was 75, that would be a good look. That definitely be a good look at $75, man. Mike Powers, yeah, that's what we was talking about, man. The gridiron vehicle is way way better than Hasbro's. Hell yeah, Gonzo shit, man. That's light duty shit right there. To be quite honest with you, it's got some shit on it. Let me pull it back up so I can see it big. It's got some shit on it, man, that you can get busy with, but it's like it's definitely not for attack. It's for defense. Like, I'm gonna go deliver this message over to the next camp. I need some shit just in case some motherfucker try to get at me, but I'm not running down on some motherfuckers with this. The way Rock and Roll and my man looked in that gridiron shit, how they were sitting on top of the hill, that's on some shit. We about to run down on some motherfuckers. You know what I'm saying? We about to gun them down, Pancho Villa style. You know what I'm saying? But this shit right here, man, this is deliver messages. Like I said, they gave him 2 rocket launchers, but you only got 2 of those. You know what I'm saying? It's probably like some one-shot shit. You know what I'm saying? They gave him the 50. Then after that, you know what I'm saying, you're on your own. You got your hand weapons and shit, man. So, you know, you got your close combat shit, man. But you're on your own after that. Christopher says, unless we forget, this thing in universe was built by the lowest bidder. Can't be cheap when it's time for war, baby. Can't be cheap. Cheap Cobra junk. But yeah, let me just jump back to that. Yeah. Like this right here. Oh, is it still on there? Why I ain't jump back to my joints? I thought I was gonna jump back to oh, I got it on a layover. Hold on, let me pull that down. It says this is why Cobra never has any trouble attracting recruits. They offer dental, medical, and he even have an Antarctican spa and resort. I totally believe it, man. I totally believe that. Cobra always had way better shit than G.I. Joe. DJ Hellhammer, what's going on with you, family? Says Captain Savage, what it do? What it do though? Salute to you, fam. Salute for you, fam. Matter of fact, I got one for you, fam.
Sitting for the gangsters all across the world.
Appreciate you, fam. Always appreciate you, Hellhammer. Hustle says now Valaverse got to step up small vehicle. Like I said with Valaverse before, they fucked up with me with the Vanguard is trying to do too much, and to me it was too little. What they should have did was almost kind of with the McFarlane type ordeal, and because be honest with you, like trying to make that SUV a tank. McFarlane achieved that with a $75 vehicle, and that's a fucking tank. You know what I'm saying? Matter of fact, let me pull this shit down, this banner down. I mean, this overlay down. Like a matter of fact, I'll hold up the McFarlane shit. $75. I got a tank. You feel me? Where's my joint at? And this motherfucker's massive. You know what I'm saying? Like Valaverse should have went with this. Give me a shell, give me rubber tires, you know what I'm saying? And cheapen up that vehicle. Because I just, for what I use it for, I just don't think it's worth the price that they put on there, especially if you ain't got no lights and shit like that. When the argument was, you know, a couple of years ago that, you know, lights don't cost that much to do. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, you can make the steering wheel turn with the wheels, but I think lights, as far as toy photography, is better. and lighten up your dash. Because the truck, it looks good. That's a dope ass truck. I would buy that truck in real life. But you know, McFarlane was able to achieve that. Was able to achieve that for more than half of what they're talking about. But what we paid for that thing, man. Hold on one quick second. Mike Power says Cobra got Elon Musk money. BJ Palm says, "What up, Savage Land? Had no idea they were showing new Joe stuff today. Cool stuff coming. Yeah, no doubt. We going through it now, man. We probably about to do a rundown on some figures in a little bit here, man. But we just basically going through the All Striker. It's kind of looking at that and comparing it to the Gridiron joint. Hellhammer, no, I didn't delete my IG. It's still up. Hustle, yeah, the Vanguard was. You could basically say it was about $200, like $190. You know, once you get it, I think he might have knocked back the delivery cost, but let's what's the extra $10? I mean, so, but still, I think that vehicle was $100 vehicle. To be quite honest with you, from what was offered, even to the point like, damn, make the hood go up. This is about toy photography. This ain't about actually a fucking driving a fucking car. You know what I'm saying? So I can even see if it was remote control. So when you got a guy in there and the wheels are turning, you doing shit like that, you can see it turn, but it's not a thing like that, which I don't knock him for doing that. I thought that was awesome, but I just thought there was some missteps on that. You know what I'm saying? That could have made that truck a lot better, and for me, warranted the price when you start to get up to the 200 range. Which I mean was nowhere near like $300 or anything like that. What was they charging for that engine? Like $350, which that shit was up there. I thought that shit should have been like $100 cheaper, but you were getting all those bells and whistles, moving parts and lights and different features and figures with it, which the figure that they gave with the Valiverse joint was, man. It's basically this figure, but it ain't as cool as this figure. You know what I'm saying? Like there was some wonky looking shit going on with the head look kind of deflated and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Sunken in jaws on a masked head. So just some misguided steps on there. So when they go do their smaller vehicles, dumb it down a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Let's give us a dope ass bike. You know what I'm saying? Give us a dope ass chopper. Give us a dope ass street bike. Won't you make like an actual truck this time? You know what I'm saying? Which I got all my shit right here. You know what I'm saying? It's hard to beat this motherfucker right here. You know what I'm saying? It's hard to beat this motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? This was like some fucking $30 truck, but I brought mine for like 15 and shit. You know what I'm saying? I mean, you have to modify the seats a little bit, but ain't more for shit like this. Like, if you gave me a dope truck like this for 60, where I don't have to modify seats, I ain't got to do shit, and it's got a badass paint job on it, I'll pay 60 for this all day. And this motherfucker is fucking damn near die cast with rubber wheels. You know what I'm saying? So it can be done. You know what I'm saying? They just got to dumb it down a little bit. I just think sometimes he gets ahead of himself, wanting the biggest dick. You know what I'm saying? That's basically what that was. I'm gonna make the vehicle real big and I'm gonna have the biggest dick in the room. You know what I'm saying? And it's, sometimes you shoot yourself in the foot doing that. Model Misfit, yo, salute to you. Hey man, when I see you at Joe Fest 2 this year, man, we gotta talk about some things. I know you be 3D printing, man, but I don't know. I might have to bring that truck my wrecking rig to you, man, because I want you to make a 3D print of a carriage in the back where I can carry some troops in the back, fam. But that's later on down the road. Much love, fam. Yeah, and from what I seen, what you're doing, what everybody even said before I even seen that, your lights are cheap to add on. Gonzo says McFarlane has to own their own factory OCs to be hooking up the prices they give. Yeah, but it still ain't too much to that vehicle. You feel me? It's not too much to it. It's just a pretty much open and closed vehicle with rubber tires that rolls. But just like that Vanguard, it has a good case. It has a good, it looks good. The Vanguard looks good. Like I said, that truck in real life is dope. You know what I'm saying? So it has a great silhouette to it. So there's not too much you have to do after that besides give quality plastic, not something cheap. And that McFarlane tumbler feels great. You know what I'm saying? The Vanguard feels great, but McFarlane didn't do too much. I'm gonna get some shit where you can set some figures in that motherfucker and put it on the ground and roll it. Christopher says rewatching G.I. Joe: Real American Hero as an adult is an eye-opener. Cobra focused on making money to pay their troops, Mars industry, and the other construction of their elaborate base. No doubt. No doubt. Before Deke got a hold of it, it was like, especially them first couple seasons, that was more like some adult shit. You know what I'm saying? Also says Cobra was for the people. Yeah, BJ, I think that one you can still get it easily. That black one, that's the one I want, but I think that was a hard one to get. I still don't think they released that by itself. You had to get that with Batman and shit. But I wouldn't mind having that black one. But that is my favorite one though. If you ask me if I had to choose between the black or the camo one I always thought was dope, especially in the movie when he first seen. He's like, damn, what is that right there? Bruce Wayne was looking at it, and Morgan Freeman was like, yo, this is for my military program. I'm like, damn, that shit look hard as fuck. Mike Power says, I'm still waiting on G.I. Joe hang gliders. I'm pretty sure they're going to bring them, fam. Hustle says, best part of the Vanguard was being able to fit 10 figs. Still no reason for it to be almost $200. Like I say, man, for what it is, that's what I treat it as. I treat it as an SUV. And with an SUV, especially back in the day, which I haven't done that in a long time, but shit, we throw about 7 to 8 niggas in an SUV, you know what I'm saying? Ride out. Or you know what I'm saying, on some teenager shit. You know what I'm saying? But still, all in all, say just like on for a family vehicle, I mean, an SUV fits about that many people. You know what I'm saying? So it definitely serves its purpose on that. Yeah, Aaron. Like, man, them Chevys, man, it's hard to beat them shits. To be quite honest, like far as your basic truck, you know what I'm saying, especially like ones who customize and paint them and do things to them, and them shit's hard to beat, yo. Them shit's hard to beat. Die cast, but that's New Ray though. So I've been on New Ray for 4 or 5 years, and it has suspension. This fucking Chevy truck has suspension on it, man. Like, man, how can you beat this shit, man? Like this shit got suspension, man. Like, come on, man. Like, come the fuck on. Now you can't open the back door on it, but for what I paid for it, like when I came across these shits, man, I brought like 80 of these motherfuckers because they was on sale. They were on sale from a sale. You know what I'm saying? I about painted up all of them shits. I got a couple more that I'm gonna paint up, and they help their gap fillers in my collection, man. Man, I ain't trying to be funny, man, but that's what it seemed like, man. If you're trying to have the biggest dick in the room and shit type shit, man. But it is what it is. Benji, he says I try to find one of those Tractor Supply trucks today. No luck though. I think they got a new one that's a red one. So man, just keep beating your block on your Tractor Supply. I've been trying to go out and find that new red one. I don't think it's jacked up. I think it's just a regular one that sit, which I wouldn't mind having that, just a regular truck that sits. But you just gotta keep beating the block on it, man, because it doesn't seem like fucking Tractor Supply gonna stop making them. You know what I'm saying? Because I found out about these shits like way after, like, they were initially really announced. Yes, Benji, Christopher Goodwin. You can order online too. Jamie Lynn says I have the black one and came with Lucius Fox. Yeah, Jamie, I do want that black tumbler, man. I just have to be patient because McFarlane will throw shit back out there too and shit. Like the 89 Batmobile, that was a hard thing to get when it first came out. Now it's to the point where it just be laying up on Amazon, just like, do you want me, motherfucker, still? And not be looking like. And I love the 89 Batmobile. I'm just like, nah, I don't think I really want you like that. I'll tell you what I do want though. I do want that that roadster one that Clooney drove and shit, but I'm gonna wait around a little bit on it. Christopher Voss says they have a red ATV at Tractor Supply, a black one with different color ATV at another site. I seen that one too. It says, but the undercarriage is normal. Yeah, I ain't been in Tractor Supply in a minute. I'm from the South and shit. I'm in North Carolina, so I got like 3 or 4 of them motherfuckers here. And some like on some surrounding towns, man. So I'm definitely have to check them out and see what's up, man. But let me go ahead and throw up the overlay of the GI Joe shit. I haven't seen it yet. Hustle. Maybe as we looking at these Joes and shit, maybe I'll pull it up on my phone and send it over to the computer and try to throw it up on an overlay. It says digital rendering leak for the Cobra glider. What do you think of that one? DJ Hellhammer says, you always been ahead of the game with your non-Joe vehicles. Some motherfuckers just throw a figure in a cockpit diagonally in some Dollar General bullshit. and slap it a custom. Hey, I appreciate that, man. Like I said, but even with my collecting, the more I've been doing it, man, the deeper I've been getting to the game. Like I never was a motherfucker to take apart in toy vehicles and shit, man, like that. But it's simple, you know what I'm saying? A lot of them are. Some of them I haven't figured out yet. Like something like this. Like this Ghost Rider bike that I got torch on. I would like to figure out how to take this apart. This definitely an expensive bike. It's something I definitely don't want to fuck up and have the expense to fuck up. But it's not necessarily this one. He can have this one like this. But I got the other Ghost Rider bike, the original one that came out with M.U.S.K, the gray steel one. I got that coming from Xandar, and I want to do some custom painting on it. So I need to figure out how to kind of take this thing apart. At least get the wheels off so I can paint the rims. And if anything else can come apart. So that might be a little tricky. If I can't do it, I just can't do it because these motherfuckers are too expensive. But you know, this one it gets kind of tricky and shit like that. And sometimes you just can't get the shit. It's just how the toy is made. But we'll see what's up though. But the other bike is just like this, is just different. But that's the bike I'm gonna use for Xandar, the other Ghost Rider bike. I brought it off eBay for like $90, you know. Still cheaper than actually buying the whole pack like how I did with this one. But that Ghost Rider was pretty cool, that bike I bought this with. But this bike doesn't belong to that Ghost Rider. This is a Dreadnought bike now. Christopher says, what are my thoughts on the Air Eagle? I think the Air Eagle is dope, man. I like it. I seen a piece of Bobby B's review on it, and it looks solid, but it's just not one of my favorite vehicles. I never dived too much into it, and that's where I'm at really with GI Joe right now. It's just picking and choosing my battles. You know what I'm saying? I think the last maybe HasLab I'm gonna get is if they come out with the shit that he drive, the fucking whale. You know, so especially if they come with him. But they're probably gonna do some shit like night version cutter, some shit with a black vest. I don't even know if he had a night version, but you don't really see him a lot like that. But I think he's a dope figure, and the whale is something fucking dope. It's probably huge, but that'll probably be my last GI Joe HasLab. I don't give a fuck if they come with a Sky Striker. I don't want that. My biggest thing is, which I don't talk to this guy much, man, but I see he's doing a fucking a Tiger Force Dragonfly. I would like to turn my Rattler into a Tiger Rat. You know what I'm saying? I would rather have that than a Sky Striker, man. So Skyhawk is really what one of my favorite vehicles, but it does look good. It looks solid too. DJ Hellhammer says, when you ain't trying to learn shit, when you learn the most, let these hoes. I don't know, maybe I read that wrong. Yes, Hustle. It says M.U.S.K made the red bike in black too. There's a new Gomez that came out that has a black bike that's exactly this one right here. And then the other Ghost Rider bike is different. It has like a long, like almost kind of like beak on it, like like some type of death bird or some shit like that. But I think it's gonna be perfect for Xandar. But I'm gonna paint it up though. I'm gonna paint it in his colors. I'm painting like some pieces like pink, red, and blue, and just I don't know, kind of give it like a dreadnought feel with a little bit of color, but still keeping it rugged on some biker shit. Christopher says Wolverine motorcycles are quite a bit cheaper and work with classified. Trust me, when it comes to bikes, I got plenty of them. Right now, I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and there's a couple other ones somewhere in this motherfucker. Oh yeah, 6, and I sold one to Woody. I got 6 fucking Punisher bikes. You know what I'm saying? Like you can't beat that bike. Let me see if I can grab it right quick. And I'll grab some other my McFarlane shit since we on bikes right quick. But you can't beat this. This is the fucking ultimate chopper right here. And at a time when you could get this easily, you motherfuckers should have hopped on this. I was buying these off eBay. Now, okay, here's my point right here. This is a point when eBay is good to you. I was buying these in 2020 or 2021 on eBay for $23. And I'm pretty sure motherfuckers back then was hollering like, oh man, they're killing you. But man, this bike probably cost you about $60 now. Now, I don't know why Marvel Legends hasn't put this back out in a pack again, but they probably going, make you buy a 2-pack or a figure with it or some type of Punisher with it. But I was getting them for $23 and maybe $3 shipping. Sometimes I would find free shipping on them. But this is the ultimate fucking Marvel Legends 6-inch 1/12 scale chopper right here, right? It's black. It's ready to be mocked up, but I just like them blacked out. I mean, this shit is hard to beat right here. Nice rubber tires and shit. So this is my go-to. And then you got the McFarlane bikes. I might give this to Road Pig. This is the Batman bike from the Batman movie. And then, you got the other Batman bike and shit right here. This is almost a little bit too big, but I think I could fudge this with Road Pig. So, but yeah, no, that's just my thoughts on far as bike-wise. This chopper right here was the one to get. The Wolverine bike is straight too, though. No bullshit. Let me see. Let me catch back up with the chat. DJ Hellhammer says the Fang is sick as fuck. DJ Hellhammer says hit Bobby V for your Vanguard turret upgrade. They are free. I don't have a problem with that. I think that's actually cool. And I will say this. I will give Valaverse their credit when it's due. He will upgrade shit for you, like the torso pieces and all like that. But my whole thing with the turret is I think it's stupid as fuck. I think it should have never even been on that fucking truck. I think they should have did a sunroof on that motherfucker. Like I said, that whole truck should have been dumbed down and it would have been dope as fuck. It would have been hella cheap. You know what I'm saying? Like a sunroof that worked. You know what I'm saying? Psst, I can just pop out the top and start hitting motherfuckers shit. Fuck that turret. You know what I'm saying? Shit, we might go over a low bridge and shit. And you shooting that shit and then that shit get knocked off the fucking truck. You're like, damn. Yeah, Chris, that's Gun Bunny. Like I said, I've never met him or talked to him before, man. But I see and this dude I'm actually hooked up with on Instagram. He's doing that for a guy in UK and shit. That's what he's doing that custom for. Yeah. And that's what it is with customs, man. It just takes a lot of patience, man, and and just working it out, man, not rushing it. BJ Palm, I really don't like the WWE bike, man. I just think the best thing the WWE is that Breckenridge and the Slambulance. After that, man, a lot of that shit can get kind of too kiddyish or goofy. Yeah. Okay. So Wolverine has the same bike. Okay. So Wolverine did have this bike. I thought it was a different chopper. But the cheapest they be going for is like 50. Yeah. Taxing motherfuckers on that shit. But whenever stuff comes out like this in 2-packs, or if you want a certain figure or you want a certain vehicle or bike in a 2-pack, that's the time to hit up eBay because motherfuckers is doing a bust down, especially if it's with like Target on sale or some shit and motherfuckers doing a bust down. Like, okay, we're going to buy the shit up out of these. We're going to do our action figure, scalper shit. But, Hey, sometimes you got to give in to them, but to this day I still don't regret that. I was gonna buy more, but then I was like, you know what, I'm good with 7 bikes. You know what I'm saying? Like I was like, I don't fucking need anymore. Like I said, I got 6 now because I ended up selling Woody one, man. But I had a vision for biker gang, man. So that's why I started off with that shit. Says McFarlane Batman drifter cycle for Road Pig. Yeah, and I'm thinking this is this is his drifter cycle. Yeah. I think this will work out perfect for Road Pig because he's a big boy. Says the bigger one will work better. This one worked good too. This is a fucking big fucking bike though. Well, I know I still haven't put him up to it because I made a wrecking ridge for him. So I'll get him and size him up and see what it do. And DJ Hellhammer says, "Fuck that turret." Infinity says, I took some pics of Road Pig on the Batman bike. It is a little too big, so I just put Zorana on there with him. He's right here. Let me just grab the motherfucker. And then we're gonna get into talking about these reveals and see what you guys think about that. So boom. Christopher says eBay can be good too and also be a killer. I pulled the trigger on a Mega Supreme like a week before BBTS announces a reissue. Omega Supreme. Oh, okay. Yes. Okay, the Transformer shit. I actually have that. But yeah, I think that one is it's not the original one. It's like a little bit different. I mean, but some people don't care. But some people are real stickler on that shit. Because how does the red hood cycle size up with the GIJOE? I don't have it. Yeah, this is a little big. Yeah, even the smaller bike. That's crazy. But yeah, this is how Road Pig looks on it. Like his feet is not even touching the ground. And this is the smaller bike out of those two, man. Let me turn down my screen a little bit so you guys can see him on the platform if you can. Nah, really not a good angle. But yeah, this bike, the smaller bike out of these two, and it's still a little too big for Road Pig. You can make it work. You can fudge it, but yeah, it's too big. So this other bat, like when he's Batman, that bike is definitely too fucking big. So it's definitely made for true 7-inch figures. So look, and this is a big boy. He looks like he looks like a little motherfucker on it. So yep. So I guess I get that idea out of my head. But like I said, I made a wrecking rig for Road Pig because I really don't see him riding a bike. Everybody in a biker club doesn't necessarily ride a bike. You got some motherfuckers who ride in a van or a truck or whatnot. They just still part of the gang, go to crew or whatever. So guess we'll stick with that. But let me Ken Best says that reminds me of myself on a motorcycle, chubby guy with no inseam. Oh, but yeah, let me pull up these this GI Joe overlay here, man. And we'll talk about the reveal. So boom. Okay. Pull this up a little bit. But yeah. So we'll start with the top left. and Darklawn is his name. So I think Darklawn is a sleeper character. I was talking about him with my man Chris earlier. As far as I know nothing about this guy. I know it's Destro's cousin or whatnot. But only thing I don't like is at the bottom right leg, he has that kind of thing going around like Spawn. But I know that's just his makeup or what pretty much his just his layout or whatnot. But that's minor. That's minor dumb shit, on my end. But I think he looks pretty cool. Looks like come with two different head sculpts. Got a nice little pistol, like looks like it's some type of revolver, like a 38 snub nose. The sword is pretty dope. That's a different take, on classified or whatnot. But I guess he's from Scotland, like Destro also and shit. And he's got a little small little knife here, and he has like this cannon fucking gun and shit. And like I said, I think he could be a real sleeper figure. I would have to see him in the live representation of him to be like, okay, this guy could be a real sleeper here. The next guy up is Breaker, which looks, I wouldn't necessarily say a hell of a lot better than the original Breaker, but he's definitely an upgrade. And I didn't even see this earlier. I guess he's part of the mass device, so they're gonna have him with one of those mass device pieces. And I like my old Breaker. My old Breaker came with some really fucking loose legs. So I mean, in hindsight, would I get rid of my old Breaker? No. I definitely can have him on the shelf, definitely retired. And his helmet that the old Breaker came with, that was really cool. It doesn't look like he come with the same helmet, the helmet like he has a communication thing going on. But I like him, man. I like his buck. He has that upgraded classified buck. The Hustle says Darklawn must buy. Ken Best says, I'm going to reserve my judgment for when I see the actual figure. It looks like a mashup at it. And it kind of does. It looks like a very mashed up part. I guess because just his aesthetic, his layout and shit. He's got this tiger stripe sweater on and shit with some like brown and red pants. He's all over the fucking place. And when I seen him, originally when the sneak peek photos, he just looked like he was all over the fucking place. But Breaker also comes with a second head sculpt, which is dope, with him blowing bubble gum, which that's pretty cool, man. Doesn't come with too much though. Helmet doesn't look the same. Looks like he just has a battle helmet, so it doesn't look like he has like that helmet, that communications helmet and shit on, man. But I like his buck. I like his face. He looks totally different from the original one. So I would say that is the cool thing. I guess when they do the newer ones, they upgrade the faces on them so you can play the old ones off like somebody related to them or just another person in G.I. Joe. And that other one had like all green on. So I believe Breaker was one of the original Joes. So this one kind of has like a little different outfit on it. It doesn't look green. It almost kind of has a gray effect on there, man. So you probably have to take the old one and play them off as the original 13. But a sleeper of this, which hit me, I didn't know they would come, this ketchup and mustard mass device divers, which is a cool 2-pack. My biggest thing is with this diver 2-pack is how much is it going to cost? Because the single set with all the shit that they come with, that was like a $35 set within itself. So what is this going to be, like $70, $60? Now I see you don't come with two rovers or anything, things that that can kind of guide you underwater or whatnot. So I don't know. They might do it at 55. That's what most 2-packs are, 55. That's what they need to do. I don't see why they would do anything more. I can see them going at $59 because with these divers, you do get a lot of shit, but one kind of has one thing, the other kind of doesn't. You know what I'm saying? It kind of goes with that. And it looks like the Cobra has like, and I believe that's the name of kind of like a rover and shit that kind of pulls you underwater like a sea caddy or some shit like that, because you get that with the G.I. Joe seal. So, which I was going to buy more of those, which I might buy one more G.I. Joe seal, but I definitely wouldn't mind a couple of packs of these divers, because the diver was my shit. Like that was on my top 10 list, was it? Yes, he was. He was actually number 3 on my G.I. Joe top 10 list, the Navy diver and shit. That's a dope ass figure. Okay, he says the gray is from the cartoon. Okay. Ken Best says, I think all the Master Device stuff is Target exclusive, which is, and that is fucking annoying. Okay, so if it's a Target exclusive, Target ain't gonna allow too much shelf space. They already got Tiger Force, and the other shit is a Target exclusive. So are they gonna be ending Tiger Force and Python Patrol? Which I don't know. I'll be honest with you. I've kind of had my run with Tiger Force and Python Patrol. I think they probably need to go. I know there's more figures they could do with that. I know the line gets pretty extensive, but I've almost kind of had my run with the motherfuckers. Yeah, Aaron, them divers are fire, bro. It says Sekdar and Cyrax Mortal Kombat divers play the long game. They'll be on sale. And you know what, Hustle, that was probably the next thing I'm gonna say. I don't know. I love the divers, but as you can see, the diver actually went on sale with the the Navy diver and shit. And which a cool thing is, if this 2-pack goes to Target, then it definitely will go on sale. It'll probably go on sale for like $20 goddamn dollars. And I will buy the shit out of these motherfuckers, because then I'm building up my Cobra Eel army, and I'm building up my G.I. Joe Navy diver army. But then I'm hitting you, splashing you with different colors and shit. You know what I'm saying? So, and then you know me, I'm gonna take the motherfuckers apart and start kit bashing like different little ones and shit, man. So I had been thinking about this. I thought about that shit for like 30 minutes today. No bullshit. Jamie Lynn says Tiger Force Roadblock and Tripwire were 60, right? I think they were 55. I'm not too sure. But guess what, though? I brought Tiger Force and Tripwire for like $28 in December. I waited like a motherfucker on them. Now, I was going to pull the trigger at $39, but it got closer to Christmas time. The motherfuckers dropped down to 28. And I see in some people's targets, them shits dropped down to like 16. Hell yeah. Skew Raider says, divers, let's go. See them with the whale, shark, moray, and the hydrofoil. Straight fire. And I definitely feel you on that, bro. I got to get General Hawk in here for that shit, yo. Definitely feel you on that.
Yo, Joe.
And if the motherfuckers go on sale, I'm going to be like this.
Buy another one, you rich motherfucker.
Skydro Walker. That sound like you need one of these, bro. It sound like you need a Snoop meme.
Some of that real sticky icky.
It says, Hustle says 60th anniversary diver is the elite one. The rest are all right. They technically the same fucking figures, to be quite honest with you. But I do like the colors. I love that color, yo. I love the splash of that. It really caught me by surprise. And it really made me say, like, why? You know what I'm saying? Because shit, the 60th anniversary diver already sitting up there. And people, some people like them, some people like they okay. Mike Powers, that cover girl, is a baddie now. She not on pills anymore. That first one had that sunken in face and just looked like a bitch. Skew Ready says Devilfish 2. Yep, those are Fortnite's boat you customize too. Yes, yep. And be honest with you, man, those Fortnite boats I did, man, gonna fit right into that. I'm like, bring on the aquatic shit. Skydro Walker says, appreciate that, family. Love the videos, love the table. Hey, appreciate you, fam. Appreciate you. Yeah, let me pull up the big scheme. Let me go and move on down. Cause shit, we already at an hour and 30. Got about like 20 more minutes. So Cover Girl is fucking fire. She and you beat me to the punch. She is bad. She is bad. I'm not the one like sitting jerk off over my action figures and shit, but I can appreciate an action figure with a good looking face as a woman. You know, I can appreciate an action figure with a good looking face. Period. You see how I gloated over fucking Xandar and shit. He's a good looking son of a bitch. But CoverGirl looks dope. You know what I'm saying? Pretty ass little white girl and shit. Yo, little hat on and shit. Y'all, you know what I'm saying? Back in my day, I be done hollered and shit. You know what I'm saying? She looks good though, and look like she has some, you know, nice, you know what I'm saying, curvature to her. You know what I'm saying? That other one just the other one wasn't horrible, but you know, she just wasn't appealing, to be honest with you. And I like the sledgehammer that they gave with her. They gave her the laser rifle. She's got a wrench, 2 sets of hands, excuse me, and 9mm, man, or that's kind of a big fucking sidearm. She might got a 4.5, yo. She got a big ass sledgehammer though. That's like a fucking 20-pounder and shit. That's fucking no joke. Trust me, I know. I worked concrete all my life. After a while though, it doesn't matter really your size. You can't be like, you don't have to be like this big muscle bound motherfucker to swing a 20-pounder. You just have to be conditioned to swing that motherfucker. I can see some teeny tiny little Mexican motherfuckers or some teeny tiny guys pick up a 20-pounder and go to work with that shit. That was my favorite fucking hammer. But you mostly use something like that to break up concrete. I mean, you're not necessarily going to do that to put a stake in, but being in her situation, she's using that shit to like maybe knock tires off rims, shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Because she's like a mechanic. But I think she's dope. She's definitely a must buy. Breaker is a buy for me. The 2-pack divers, that's a must buy. But I got to see how that field plays out with the Target shit and see if it goes on sale. You know, and then I'll play the long game on it. But if it looks like some shit like, oh shit, this motherfucker about to get missing, I'm definitely good for a set of 2 of those. CoverGirl, definitely a must buy. Let's get into my boy. Hey, BJ, man, I just be unapologetically myself, man. Pretty ass little white girl and shit. Damn, yeah, motherfucker fine as hell over there. Infinity Toy says that CoverGirl looks like Jamie Lee Curtis in Trading Places. Damn, he went way back on that shit. Hustle, yes. Retro CoverGirl must buy. Let's get to my boy though, Flint. Flint, my guy. I think Flint is a lot of people's main guy, especially in the GI Joe line. Especially when you got like superiority. Like Duke is like an asshole. He might have the badges and the whistles and shit, but you look over in the corner and you be like, yeah, Duke barking out the orders, but that's that nigga over there. You know what I'm saying? That's who we really love and respect is Flint. You know what I'm saying? But the thing with this retro Flint is he looks a lot better than some of the sneak peek photos we all been seeing. That's why I don't really like those sneak peek photos because they just really don't do you justice and shit. And this render looks hella good. I know in the past couple of years, like G.I. Joe's renders have been matching up with the actual product that's been putting out, and Flint looks amazing, man. To be honest with you, that's the only one I don't know, which I don't know what I'm gonna do with my old Flint. To be quite honest with you, that's the only motherfucker I might have to knock off the shelf, especially that Tiger Force one. What I might do is if it'll match up, because that Flint was like on the first Flint was like on the original Bucks, so the ball pegs really don't match up. I do like how the Tiger Force Flint layout is, but his head is fucking horrendous. The original one is okay, but it was just a very lackluster job on that Tiger Force Flint. So I wouldn't mind putting this retro card Flint head on that body, but I just don't think it'll work out. But he actually comes with a real fucking shotgun this time. You know, pump action, not with a brake fucking stock on it. You know what I'm saying? I didn't notice that shit until like people like said. I'm like, damn, he does have like a pump with the breaking stock on that shit. Like, what the fuck? But he has a nice little 9mm backpack. Is, you know, okay, and then he comes with several different sets of hands. But this is the Flint that you want. This is the Flint that you need. And there's really nothing else to be fucking said about it. It's almost like the Duke situation, which the original Duke was decent. You know what I'm saying? I played him off in a different landscape. You know what I'm saying? He's not Duke no more at all, but he's definitely a soldier in my GI Joe world building. Clint says Flint is definitely my Joe leader. Skyger Walker says, yeah, what the sculpts of these was spoiled, but Flint looks younger in this digital render. Like the sculpt that I seen that was spoiled, like he kind of looked older and shit. It was still a good looking sculpt, but he just looked older. That was all. Hustle says Flint third in command, like he told Beachhead. Benji looks like Breaker's gonna be kind of serving two purposes, almost kind of like a retro upgrade, but still also under the mass device. Skew Raider says sneak peek photos do like he just woke up. Pics or Ugg Mug bust downs by comparison. Yeah, his render definitely looks a lot better. I was happy with that. Ken Best says, I keep trying to tell myself that the Flint I have at home is good enough. He's not. he's not. Ken Best, he's not the best. This is the one you want. This is the one you need right here, fam. And like I said, even with my situation, but I'm such a completionist with Classified, I'll keep that one in the cut. Because it even with the Breaker situation or the Duke situation or the Cover Girl situation, I don't plan on getting rid of those figures, but the Flint one, I don't know what it is about him. It's the Tiger Force one, I believe, man. And maybe it's just a shitty paint job they did on his face. Stu Ready says Flint is the one, Hawk 2. And Stalker. Yeah, motherfuckers be trying to leave trying to leave Stalker out of that shit. I wrote the black man out. Jason Geis, my G. That Breaker gives me mainframe vibes, no doubt. And we'll talk about this next one. Flint is that dude, Jason. Flint is that dude, yo. Flint is the one. He can still command you, but you can still stand to be around him after work, basically. But let's go to the Televiper. I'm almost good for one of these Televipers. I'm not a huge Televiper guy. I just like the head sculpt with the visor on it. But I'm telling you what, this Televiper is some shit. Wait till December to get him. A lot of those retro cards this year went on sale in December. You got some good prices for them, $15, $16, $17. And who knows what they'll do this year. I think my best deal, like I said, was a Shadow Creepers. The Night Creepers. I got for like $12 a piece on Walmart. Walmart will do some crazy shit. It'll be real quick too. You got to be on Facebook or something looking, or just have one of your partners hit you up and like, hey, Night Creepers, or just look on YouTube. I think Lyle's doing it there. Night Creepers, $12 at Walmart. I said, oh shit. Because I already had one, but I wanted to army build them, but it wasn't something I was after like that. So I jumped on there and brought 5 for, and what I paid like $55 or some crazy shit, $60 for 5 of them. Night Creepers, which are dope ass figures. So this Televiper is something you definitely want to wait till about December. He'll be there. Trust me. He'll be there. And then we'll jump down to which we already talked about, the Oz Striker, so I'll skip over that. But anybody who wasn't here, basically our conversation was the one from Gridiron. Gridiron has dropped their Hound, which is equivalent to the R Striker, and the Hound looks a lot more deadlier. The Hound looks a lot more aggressive, but the Hound costs a lot more damn money, twice the price as the R Striker. The R Striker is cool. And be quite honest with you, this is the last thing I'll say about it. Before I seen it, this render, I thought about buying 3 R Strikers, just to bolster up my G.I. Joe thing. But I think I'm good for one. And then maybe 1 min on card, because that's something I have been doing. I have been getting the vehicles I do have. I do get 1 min on card because I'm a G.I. Joe collector. You know what I'm saying? Like really, like I'm just not in this shit like, you know, blase blah. And that's classified. You know what I'm saying? Like classified sparked my love for G.I. Joe as a kid. You know what I'm saying? I really don't even have any 3 3/4. I got a little, but I think I'm gonna die in the arms of classified. You know, I was birthed in the arms of the 3 3/4, and that's like really no bullshit. This is real shit because I was born in '83, but I will die in the arms of classified. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, that's what it is for me. But I think I think I'm good with just you know, one-on-one of these. But let's get down to the real deal, the fucking snake armor. Like this shit looks dope. I care nothing about snake armor at all. Hold on, let me catch up with the comments right quick so I can answer my guys. Yeah, so Kim Best says Breakers are target school. So everybody is telling me. So I guess they're gonna be ending the Tiger Force shit, which is like I said, is cool with me. They start Mass Device as the new line. Yeah, Jamie Lynn, I didn't know that until I was an adult. You know that Stalker and I think Stalker and Hawk did the recruiting, right, for all the Joes and shit. They were the original guys. They said they rewrote the history on Stalker. Shaking my head, damn it. Shia Lin versus Wu Tang, always a dope name, fam. Says, so are we gonna be paying more for the toys due to the tariffs? I don't know. You know, you know, my man been in office about a week, so you know, I'm just taking it all in. Which I mean, I don't care. I didn't vote for Donald Trump or anything, but I'm not one of them ones to be falling out like, oh my god, Donald Trump and shit. I can really give a fuck because this nigga right here, this life, mine's been the same throughout. But I've been hearing stuff like that, so I don't know. We won't know until we see, fam. Said treating my guy like a DEI hire. Jason Geis, 83, represent. Yep, 7-11, 83. I was born. Yeah, I've been hearing things about those tariffs, so I'm gonna have to see, man. But yeah, snake armor. Looks like it has his torch flame effects. Which I had a conversation with Woody Triple Deuce on my last live last week about which flame effects look better, Valorverse or G.I. Joe, man. I really cannot tell, man. I really can't tell which one, but he has torches, flame effects. Looks like he has like 2 type of laser things. Look like he has like some type of crane hand. And I really can't tell what that other piece is. But the main thing for me on this is the way his body looks. Snake armor was an early thing, I believe, in the G.I. Joe line. So by the time I came around, messing around with G.I. Joe in 88, 89, 90, 91, I knew nothing about this, to be quite honest with you. But there was so much G.I. Joe. There's a lot I didn't know about, just what I gravitated to. And that's what these guys we're going to talk about next. Like, that's my kind of like my fucking era right there. But it looks good. I think the biggest thing is people's like, it's going to open up and fit a character in. And I just don't know what his standpoint, how big this thing is. If it's 12 inches, then it should be. But if it's not, then I really don't know. Not unless it has a cockpit where somebody can sit down. But I believe in the snake armor, but this is classified, so things are a little bit different. But in the original one, you kind of stood the figure up in it and it clasped together. But classified might be a little bit different. It might be a cockpit where you can actually sit, cross the legs up, sit down inside of there and control it. You know what I'm saying? Because, you know, classified doesn't go by everything that the 3 3/4 line, you know, goes by. And that's what I can see. Like if a figure had to stand up, I can't see it because there's not enough room in that well for the legs to drop down into. That's just what it looks like to me. I don't know how big this fucking thing is. You know, we'll definitely have to see it live. You know, the real representation of it when they, I hope they do a live stream to explain some of this shit or let us see some of this shit, which you know how they do. All this shit is probably fucking made already. It is though. I'll be honest with you, yeah, because we've been seeing live shit of it. So yeah, all this shit is made already. So hopefully they'll be coming with a live stream soon. And if they do, and if I have time, I'll do an episode of G.I. Joe is G.I. Joe. It's been a fucking minute since I did one of them. But I'll definitely do one, man. But we'll see though. I like the layout of it. I think this is dope. I'm good for one of these. I'm good for one of these. Out of all of these shits, I would say there's only probably one I wouldn't just buy out the gate, and that's well, I'll be fair. I'll say 3. Dark Lung, because I don't know shit about him, but he does look good. He does look like a sleeper. The 2-pack of the Navy Divers, because I kind of want to wait and see, you know, how that goes. But I fuck that. No, 2, because I will buy the Navy Diver. I will be good for 1. Just pay regular MSRP, because that's just the type of shit I be on. If I want something, I want something. I'll go ahead and grab it just so I can have it in here. But I'll wait on the rest. And this fucking Televiper. The rest of this shit, man, I'm good for it. As soon as it drops, I'm grabbing it. Snake Armor is one of it. I don't know. I mean, I'll have to see, but I'm definitely getting it, though. I'm definitely going to get that. You know, it looks good. It's something to build up the bolster of my Cobra army, you know, without buying, you know, an army builder. This is an impressive shelf standout piece, you know, that'll be standing tall over an army, because you don't need a bunch of these. You can have 2 of these standing in a big-ass army, and that shit's going to look impressive, especially if it has a nice size on it. But it'll be a crying shame not to be able to put a figure in there, to be quite honest with you. Yo, Javier, what's going on, fam? Man, hey, everybody got to give Javier a salute. He kind of helped me guide, you know, once I got my camera this week, he kind of helped me guide how to fuck with this live and how to give you what I'm showing you right now. Like, because I wouldn't have seen that. It probably would take me a while to figure that out, you know, just kind of navigating that, the presentation on how to bring this up, man. But, hey, salute, man. And being that I got this platform, Harvey, we got to find some time, man, for me and you to do a live. And we can do a pre-recorded one, man. But there's a lot of people, man, I kind of want to talk to and make some episodes out of, man, being that I actually can use my StreamYard. Because I've been paying for this shit since October, and it's just been kind of sitting dormant. But Kim Best says, I can see people army building that damn snake armor. Yeah. And the biggest thing is, what is it going to cost you? Will it be 75 or 100? Because they charge 75 for the HMS, and I can see it kind of being around that ballpark. It's not necessarily a vehicle, but it is. But it's not, you know, it doesn't have tires and shit like that. So I can be seeing it at 75. Yeah, they should have something coming in a few weeks. I can almost count on it. Yes, sir. Yes, sir, Harvey. Yeah, man. Yeah, we definitely. But you know, the first time I ever talked to you, I told we we'll link up and collide on that, man. But that is my brother in that is my brother in arms right here on the low, man. Which we talk anyway. You know what I'm saying, with this StreamYard, man, which is a great tool, man. But last, and it looks like we're gonna be right on time here, because I probably got about 10 minutes left. Yeah, it's about 12:30. That's the time I usually stop. Talk about slice and dice. Now, this is my era, really, of G.I. Joe, where I will kind of, where I would go to the store and actually ask to get a G.I. Joe, you know, like 91, 92-ish, because I was familiar with G.I. Joe ever since like 87, 88, but those are all my older brothers, their G.I. Joes, you know, and what they had. And, you know, I would play with them and I would see these guys laying around. But for me to actually want some figures, Slice and Dice, the Ninja Force shit, the Toxic Warriors. But I distinctly remember just the Ninja times, you know, and I think they did a great job on these guys. And the cool thing about it, looks like I forgot which one is Slice or Dice. I had the one with the fencing mask though. I think that might have been Dice. I'm not too sure though, but the one with the fencing mask, that's the one I had. He was red, and he had a little flip action with him. Matter of fact, I brought him not too long ago. Matter of fact, I brought him at fucking Joe Fest. I brought the 3 3/4 one at Joe Fest and shit. But I like the sun hat. That's pretty dope. And then somebody has an unmasked head sculpt, man, which is fire, man. Which is fire. 2 nice size. And he has a regular side too. then these big ass like staffs and shit, man. So they're definitely Ninja Force loaded up. But I like that they're a 2-pack because they're really kind of hand in hand, man. But I think they were separate releases when they first were initially released. But yeah, man, these guys look really good, and I guess they should be around the $55 range. And for the most part, looks like these are general releases, except for this mass device shit, which I think guys are saying that's going to be the new Target line. So should be easy to get. So it definitely shouldn't be, and it's almost kind of too early to be doing like the San Diego Comic-Con shit, man. I'm guessing all of this shit should be out by May. That's the way it happened last year once they showed off on G.I. Joe Day. Everything that they showed off was pretty much to us by May, July, man. But I would say overall, all solid releases. All solid releases. These all look very, very good. There's nothing that looks like off. You know what I'm saying? Nothing that looks off. I'm just waiting to see the physical representation of these shits, man. Dope. G.I. Joe is still firing on all cylinders, man. Once again, I think it's going to probably be a year like last year, where I think the biggest year we probably ever seen was like 2 years ago. I don't know if they'll ever fire off like on that again, but I think they were trying to make up for lost time with everything that came out like 2 years ago. Javier says the reveals were good. I think the Striker reveal was forced by Hasbro due to the gridiron that was recently announced. Both looks great. Better deal with Hasbro. Yeah. And I think everybody's saying that, but you know, Hasbro really had that shit like planned out already. I think Gridiron kind of attached their hooked their wagon up to Hasbro. They knew they were going to drop this shit, so they went on and dropped their shit because Gridiron actually showed photos of theirs a couple of months ago, and you know, with toy production, you know, shit, they get into their shit a gear like a year early. You know what I'm saying? So I think it's the kind of the opposite way around. I think Gridiron kind of won the race on what to reveal because they probably knew Hasbro was about to drop their shit. But I think Gridiron kind of hitched their wagon up to Hasbro. But I think Gridiron shit look better, but just twice the money, man. That's what we was talking about earlier, Javier, with that, man. It's just shit is $200, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, what the fuck? But all great shit, man. All great shit. But fellas, we are about at that time to wrap it up, man. It was a let me pull this down right quick. Don't want my face being blocked. I think we had a great live stream, man. Just kind of getting used you know, to this new format here, fucking around with my samples, man. And it's been great.
Look at all these cool ass toys.
And as the time go on, get me some more damn samples and play. But it's been a good night.
We are tonight's entertainment.
But I got some more shit in the cut, man. But I'm gonna do this like how I do everything, man. I wish you guys the best throughout the week. I pray for health. I pray that you keep a stable mindset. I pray that everything is all right with your families. If you don't believe in God, I will pray for you. I definitely already have everybody that's in my live stream. I hope you're covered. Definitely when I go into church tomorrow, you definitely be in my mind and thoughts, man. Love everybody who came through, man. You guys are always the best, man. Take a look at the comments. Yes. Yo, 100 SKU Raider. Yo, you always my guy, man. Yes, hustle. Perfect timing with GIJOE. It was perfect timing, man, because other than that, I just be had sitting up talking. But that's just the resilience in me. I want to start doing a live stream. I'm like, fuck it. I ain't got my damn StreamYard shit ready yet. I'll just do it on my phone, man, because you know, as you see, I can definitely hold a fucking conversation, man. But the StreamYard shit came, and salute to Javier. Glad he showed up so I could give him his flowers on that. Cause that when he's like, yo, let me show you this. I'm like, shit, that's it right there. And y'all gonna see a lot of other stuff with me. Yo, 3-star salute, family. Y'all gonna see a lot of other stuff with me. I'm gonna get back to my soapbox shit too. And I can do soapbox live now. And actually I can go to the internet pages and stuff that I tell y'all about and show you it, man. You know what I'm saying? So I might just jump on here this week and do a soapbox live, get me some shit compiled that how I used to do, like shit I seen throughout the week, and just, you know, do some shit like that, man. Get back to my shows. But I still think I'm gonna keep G.I. Joe's G.I. Joe edited things. I like to do my edits on that, you know, if I got time, especially when Hasbro do their live stream. But even the shit they dropped today, I didn't have to do G.I. Joe's G.I. Joe because I'm like, yo, I'm going on tonight. I can just do it on the live stream and pull up, you know, and present it through that, man. But hey, much love to you guys, man. Jason, always, fam, always. Hope you go to Joe Fest too. I always say this to you so we can dap it up for real in real life, family. Infinity, salute, family. 3-star, salute. Benji, salute. And Javier, salute, man. You guys be good, man. Peace. And God bless.
Go on, get out of here! Who needs ya?